Hi class, this is your video feedback for your latest iteration of your web. I'm going to go through this. I have all of your submissions for your screenshots and for your before and afters and for your mobile. And I appreciate the changes that you've made and pointed out. I am going to go through now and see where you are and see if maybe some changes were made that need to be corrected, or if maybe there are some little tips that we can go over. All right. So real quick, I'm going to go through here. This is, a good site. I like the text, everything. I like these icons very much. The RF looks a little like an E. Okay, so you want to clarify that. You wouldn't need to have a period or anything, whatever you have there. Yeah, that's way too small for meaning in this particular case, so let's take those off. So this is clearly an F. So this is all nice. Let's make sure we don't have words with hyphens here that are broken. Try not to have a single word by itself. So edit to where you always have at least two words together. But otherwise, this looks really great, and it does link to your film. Okay, your film test. Okay, so I do want to go through these quickly so it's not too long. This is a great shot. It looks really nice. These are working. This transition's good. There's less space here than here. Things like that you want to look at for everybody. And this is fine. This is all nice. And change the date here to 2019. And yeah, it works. You might want to try a black border between all of these, or white, but it mostly works in that way. All right, so double check all your headers, make sure everything is spelled correctly, and the links are all working nicely. Okay, we go to a bio, which is great, looks good. I like it. And then your gear, your equipment list, very nice. Everything's above the scroll. I like that. And there's your logo. And this goes to what? Okay. Contact, here we go. All right. No complaints here. You have your social media hooked up. So that's really great. So great job, very little to be done here. Okay, JS, the director's work and contact, maybe a little space, or you may even put the contact over here, although it wouldn't necessarily look like a drop-down menu or menu at that point. Did we simplify these? I think, and I'm confused about this link. This one is going to the Popcorn Day, and this one is going to YouTube. So I think what you want to do is just include your YouTube icon and take these out. All right. Okay. And remember to capitalize this. You might want to go back over the earlier ones to make sure this should be, that's one word on a line. We want to make sure we have more than one word on a line. Okay. So you have all of your work there. Your contact, remember we want to change this from being a placeholder and probably just come up to something like this. All right. That's what I think you would want to do. You don't even need this at all. Graduate. So we have gray, white on that. White is your consistent color. So that's really the main thing. All right. Fewer drop downs. Make those as short as possible. And let's see. We needed to capitalize this R, remember? All right, and let's optimize these so that we don't have that gray space coming up, that it just brings up the video. It's taking a while to load, so look at your original files and try and make them a little smaller, as small as you can, without this happening. Otherwise, you could use a still frame, you know, and the first frame instead of that gray. All right, good job. Okay. All right, we always liked your sizzle reel. Looks good. Services, portfolio, blog, about. Nice. Okay. Good. You mentioned aerial videography. Services, okay. Okay. All right. All right. There's really... Okay. And this is what I mean by putting your YouTube link. That's what you'll do when you have... you don't really want to send people off of your page, but you do want to give them the option. But better to have things embedded. All right. No complaints. Everything seems to be pretty straightforward and clear, and the links go to where you want them. You know, double check for any... Okay, that's your blog, and you've got that featured. Reality, very good. And your contact is clear. Okay. Okay, good. You guys that don't have an favicon or something here, your logo, something like that would be best, rather than just the plain anonymous profile icon. All right, good job. Let's see, I promised. All right, Bill. We talked about bringing this down. So you've got a show reel. You kept the headshots on, I see. Beats, about, contact. Members, you were going to take that page off, and probably this one, unless you've got new headshots. Yeah, let's take that off or make it a drop down under show reel. Okay, and then you need to add more. Let's take the social media off of the center. This is not with your brand at all, okay? And remember, we talked about social media being, for you, gold and black or black and white, something like that, all right? Or gold and white would be good. All right, and okay, let's try to not have a word by itself. Okay. And I would disable the comments. That goes for all of you. This is going to go on your show reel. We wanted to eliminate it on the front, so you would have to bring that down. Okay, take these off and put them either up here, all right, and bring this up like this. All right, you can say show reel here instead. We looked at that. Okay. Now remember, this video is slowing down your site. Okay. All right. Okay. Yep, these are definitely going to have to move, right? Okay. Let's get into this quicker. So this is higher up. Your contact can be here. Those are going to move. And we're going to take this page off. We're going to disable this page. Okay. That is not useful to you right now. All right. Good job. And just keep tweaking and working on that. All right. Okay. Yeah, you put a little bit of a line around that. And let's see, for your Discord. And you took off the purple. I think that was a good choice. This isn't showing up greatly, and it's going to the Wix. So you'll want to work on that and make sure these go to yours. All right. Okay. This one was in pretty good shape to begin with. I feel like this should be a link. Bring this up to here. All right. Links work. And good. All right. Nice. Very nice. This one, you want to go in and contact DKF Portfolio. Go in and contact Squarespace's support. You can go through chat. Tell them that your class is longer than 2 weeks and you'd like to have your trial extended, and they'll do that. All right. And then resubmit that to me. I can actually give you a grade based on your screenshots, but you do want to go in and have that extended. All right. Better, better, better. I would fix this so it's not following. And this is not quite right still. Probably it needs to be a white strip where you just fix all of this with white, a white banner up there. Okay, that's different. Okay. All right. Mostly the navigation, it's improved, but go ahead and fix this border in place. Our process, my life. Remember, if it's my life, I think you want to put my process or just put process. Okay? All right. And your links appear to be working. All right. Good job. Okay. This is a unique site. Laid out well. There is one thing you want to check here. You've got this depth is not as deep as these. So on any row like this, you're going to keep the depth the same. You've kept consistency with your grid. That looks great. But now, you know, it's thrown off because of this difference. Okay? So you want to work on that. Love this shot. And nice and clean. Yeah. Okay. It looks like you're mostly on Facebook. You might try Instagram. Good job with your fonts. I love this. I love it, love it, love it. And it's fine just as it is. You might want to size it a little bit to where you have a little more space up here, maybe. But center this a little bit more, just under here, maybe. But if not, it's beautiful. It's a little clipped here. I'd like to see it a little more centered there. But beautiful, and I loved this quote that you have as well. Okay. Try not to have one word. Consider left aligning this after you get past the quote, or maybe even before the whole thing. You could put italics here for the quote if you wanted to help it stand out. Okay. Very good. All right. And you can feature those blogs as you like. Very good. And this is going to yours. Nice work. Okay. Clean. I like it. Good, 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 and good. Remember that black, white, and red could be a nice thumbnail for all your work. Good. You're going to be updating your profile shot here. Try and get this up on another line. Okay. This is a little bigger than this. This is one size. This is the same size, different place. This is smaller. Doesn't bother me too much, but consistency is pretty important. All right? Good work. And we've looked at this one. Okay. All right, we've got a lot of prompt boxes here. This is skewed a little bit. You want to give yourself a little more room there. Okay. Okay, so can't get into that. All right. And looks like, all right. Looks like we're linked up to this. Okay. Let's see. This font's a little hard to read where you get to lives, but I do like that you have your image now, and you definitely improved your navigation. Let's take this line off. Let's take these lines off as well, and let's not have these italicized, and let's just have the words up here. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay. You want to have a contact up here. Yeah, all right. This I want you to continue working on. A little less space between here. This would probably be good up here. And continue to just work on the hourglass without this box. Okay? And just have a font that you select to go beside it, I think. One or the other, here or here. Okay? Okay, so now we're saying us. Okay, this is a production company you're telling us. And so if you're saying us, then we need to talk about your team and the company. If you're talking about you, then it's about me or just about. And I think I would, instead of splitting these up, I would go ahead and make this one box, and you can make it even more transparent, I think. All right, a little more transparent. This is a little tight. You might want a little space between your lines there. This is improved. This works. Let's see. Okay. All right, that works. Yeah, and see, this is looking good here. Looks like a new font. Looks like a couple of new fonts. I like this font. And I like this font, but we've got 3 here. So I know these are testimonials, but I think you need to be consistent. So you can put that here. Let's not italicize about. We're taking the us off. And we have a new font here and a new color. Let's make this color either this orange or a light blue. Okay. All right. But it's distinctly improved. Okay. Let's see, we go here. Okay. this is taking up a lot of space, but we're still getting into this. This, I'm not so sure if we need this behind it or not there. Okay, now the drop down isn't showing up. For photography. Okay. Okay, just want to be consistent with your text, but definitely improved. Okay. All right. Okay. Simpler text, less italic. Okay. All right. Big improvement though. Okay. Okay. Let's take off current and go ahead and call yourself a graduate. You're pretty far into the program, and having made it this far, I'm pretty sure you're going to finish. So you want to have this like this, that you've already graduated, all right? And, you know, just, I guess, take that off. Okay. Not applicable, then take this off, okay? We talked about this. All right. Okay. All right. Good job. Simple, to the point. All right. Brett, you did a good job. You brought everything up above the scroll, and that is working out for you. Okay. Okay. Maybe just a little more space here, and I think this maybe not quite so long. So if we bring this in a little, then this can be just a little shorter. So the column might be just a little closer to this. It doesn't have to be exactly. Very nice. We can read your name. You know what you're doing here. Great. Let's fix the spelling here, if that's your resume. All right. Okay. Everything's cool though here. All right. All right. Consider if you want your headers in the same place every time. But this is working better, much better. You brought that up. Good. All right. Yeah, you might be able to bring this up a little too, like you have before. This looks bigger than this text. Okay, so work on something that's consistent as far as your headers, but you're doing great. It's all working out well. Good job. Okay. Okay. Colors are working. Let's close this gap a little bit. Okay, try and get one word up so it's not by itself. Okay. This is currently going to the Wix, so make sure it's going to yours. It's linked up. Okay. Okay. Check out what was behind this when it first came up, if this is what you want to come up. Okay. Okay, good. You can say show reel instead of examples so that we're consistent with where we are. And here, let's take off the address. Okay? That's sometimes we feel like that's more information than somebody will need. So let's do that. But otherwise, it's looking good. This you want to work on. you know, either bringing the yellow down or something, because we're kind of cutting that off. All right. And you've got a map. Okay, you can go straight into your, have your map a little higher maybe. All right, good job. Okay. You're in the actual size. A little close to the edge there. Okay, let me. Okay. Let's get this image up aligned with that one. Let's make this link work. This should be going to your something like an about me or something, or contact. That could go to your contact page, and it could start by saying hello. Okay. We would need an about. Okay. Okay, remember what we talked about, having a gallery here to select from. A little bit of space here will be good, but otherwise you're going the right direction. You're going to have to lock this because it's covering up, right? So that means you're going to have to fix this border up here to where it's in place over white. A little bit of space here, but I like the way you're laying it out. A little bit of space underneath these headers. Okay, the date. And make sure these are going to your site and not Wix. Okay, let's see. Okay, and these are placeholders. So take this page out, just disable that, and disable. Okay, this, you're going to need a contact page. Take this out. This could be your about. And here's the thing, we don't have anything to your about. So make the about the second one, then your work, disable this, and then call that contact. Or yeah, and this you don't need because you have nothing there. So bring this all up. All right, all right. Very close. And this one. Okay, you brought everything up. This is looking better. This is working for you now. And let's see, this I think you want to make in white, and it's fine to have, you know, a black and a white version of your logos, so that's good. And we talked about the legibility here. It's possible you take this off and just have the pyramid as your logo and make this all white. Right now it's an outline on black. So, but this is working for you. It's clean. Okay, align this with this. Okay, still clean. Going to yours. Okay. And we're talking about you. Okay. All right. And I think you want to bring that up. Okay, about there. So we can get into everything. Maybe bring this a little space here out. And your mission, about you, the purpose. Okay. Left align that. All right. Good job. Nice and clean. Okay. All right. So this one we'll have to have, I'll have to go back and pick that up All right. Really important is the background here that has this title over that other title that's there. We want to fix that. And let's see. This bar, this box should go away. We want to get into this right away, this introduction of you. Maybe the history is down here, and maybe this is a page by itself, your contacts. Okay. So let's get rid of this second drop-down menu here. It's cutting in front of your header, so we have to get rid of that. All right. Okay. Make sure you guys are saving when you make your changes, or you'll be disappointed when they're not reflected in your final piece. All right, so mainly it's just this and just a little bit of adjusting. All right, good job. Okay, winding road. A lot of space here compared to here, so let's center that. Let's bring this up so that maybe you don't need the word home quite like that. Maybe it comes up a little higher. Here's a case where you can go ahead and put your logo or something here. Like this. But these look great. They're laid out nicely. Okay. Wait. Okay, so this is on WordPress. This, I'm not sure what that is. Okay, maybe it's a gear, I don't know. Phone number, it's your email. Okay, we don't have the dot here. Maybe it's a link. Let's simplify that. And so you'll need a list of your gear. All right. Yeah, let's split this up. Let's move contact over here and have about here. So these are going to be separate pages. This is your contact. So that's going to be a whole page, and then this is going to be your about. Okay, that's going to jump to your contact page. Let's take this off. Okay, you don't need a disclaimer for, we don't need to put a disclaimer for our own work, for our own portfolio. All right. All right, I think that you guys have been able to see one another's and discover just what you might want to do with yours. I think most of you are really ready to, when you graduate, with a few tweaks, to go ahead and give this out on a business card or your resume, social media. All right, good job.